Yo, what is up, Soldier Squad? Coming at you guys with part 2 of Eminem's interview. Yesterday I uploaded part 1, my reaction, my commentary. So check that out if you guys haven't already done so. Comments were fairly positive. I appreciate you guys for that. I will say, though, this time when I have to talk, I'll actually pause the interview. That way you guys aren't bothered by it, because a lot of people did comment that I was talking over it. The reason why I'm talking over it is because I want this to be considered fair use. I don't want to get copyright. I don't want to get a copyright strike. So yeah, let's hop right into this one, man. Uncut, raw, unedited footage. Let's go, man. This is my reaction, baby. Let's go.
How do you describe your relationship with Joe Budden?
I mean, listen, me and Joe Budden aren't, we're not friends like that. We're not like, we didn't go to the same fucking high school or something, you know what I'm saying?
And Joe Budden did mention that, by the way.
So I get that part. But when I'm out here flying around to different places and doing interviews and trying to use my platform to pump up Slaughterhouse every chance I get, and you're using your platform to fucking trash me, and I'm one of the things that keeps this ship moving. Do you know what I'm saying? So you're doing something, you got a voice in hip hop, so you actually could be affecting this ship a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't owe me nothing.
And I do want to say that Joe Budden was complaining that Eminem was constantly, he was kind of saying that every time they wanted to do something, Eminem would be like, but this is my show kind of thing. So like he wanted to take control of Slaughterhouse. That's something that he didn't say directly like that, but he did imply it.
But I've never gotten a fucking interview and been like, Joe Budden shit is fucking trash. That last album he put out is fucking trash. Mainly
because Joe Budden hasn't released an album. So, I mean, what Eminem's saying kind of has no point. Or it's not that it doesn't have a point, but it's not really the same because Joe Budden hasn't been releasing stuff lately. Actually, in a long time.
So that's kind of the attitude I took to this whole album. Kamikaze is like, all right, what if I give everybody my opinion about them?
But look, I want to talk about Slaughterhouse because there's a lot of
touchy subject, man. Slaughterhouse
people that really feel like the Slaughterhouse saga was unfinished. You know, I know there's a Glass House album that was pretty much completed but never released, right? Where we had left it about 2 years ago was everybody came in and some of the guys in the group picked certain beats, some of the guys didn't feel those beats, so they liked the other beats. And there was definitely enough songs to put an album out, but for the most part, it wasn't a complete picture because everybody wasn't on the same page of what their favorite songs were. So I thought they were gonna. And I
want to quickly point out, guys.
Go back home, regroup.
I want to quickly point out that that's the thing when it comes to making a duo or a triplet, a quintet, whatever, whatever you want to call it, whatever. It's very difficult because you got like 4 or 5 people trying to butt in, and so like that's where leadership is very important because, and that's one of the reasons why boy bands and just groups in general don't really last if it's more than like 2 people, because somewhere along the line someone's not going to be in tune with stuff. So it's very difficult right off the bat without even Eminem saying anything. You got to understand that it's just very difficult to keep a group together when it's more than 3 people, because it's a lot of ideas, man, a lot of people not agreeing with each other. So it's just very difficult, man. And try to make a few more songs. I didn't hear anything from that, and then at that point I started getting really deep into Revival. I was recording every day. So a couple months go by, and from what I understand it to be, what I was told, I didn't hear this firsthand, but Joe said, Slaughterhouse ain't hot right now, we don't have a buzz, we need to put out a mixtape. From that point, everybody started branching out. Royce went and did his album, Prime. Like, everybody started doing their own kind of solo shit. So I thought they were just happy with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just wanted to maybe work on their own projects for a while and we would come back and visit this or whatever. When we made the first Slaughterhouse album.
The Welcome to Our House?
Welcome to Our House. That was another album that I felt like, holy shit, people literally just trashed this. They trashed this album. There was a huge fucking backlash of, oh man, this ain't what we want to hear. It sounds too polished and all this shit. Like, you're not you're critiquing these guys who are fucking wordsmiths. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so there's a certain type of person.
Crooked, Joel, Ortiz, I mean, Joe, man. Even Joe has bars, man. And, you know, nobody's saying that Joe doesn't have bars. All these guys literally have bars, man. Like, these guys are they're just amazing, bro. Like, what they can write, what they can come up with, man. It's just Royce, man. Like, Royce is one of the few MCs that can actually keep up with Eminem in a song, bar by bar, man. And you know, it's just, these guys were great. So the fact that he's showing frustration on the harsh criticism, you know, it hits the spot. I do want to also mention, guys, Eminem is wearing Nikes, and so like all this controversy about Nikes came out, and so whenever he was criticizing Trump, obviously he put his fist up for Kaepernick. And so now that Nike's with Kaepernick, he also wants to show just a little bit of a, you know, what Eminem does as a person. He has a lot of symbolism in his music, and also in just what he wears. And that's something that I just picked up right now that I didn't pick up in my last reaction commentary. But yeah, that's pretty interesting how he does have some Nikes on.
That, oh man, I only like the beats. There's a certain type of person that will lean towards lyrics more. There's a certain type of person that will lean towards a voice more. They like better. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody leans towards their own thing, but I was just like, holy shit. Because to me, the beats were crazy on that album. And only thing I did was added my little touch of like sprinkling music in these tracks and mixing them to try to bring out, you know, the production a little bit. Which I don't even know if I did any actual beats on there on the first album, but all I heard was the backlash that it was too polished.
Yeah.
So we said, okay, let's do another album, and then you guys do what you want to do with it. Which is kind of, we left the ball in their court kind of thing. So I didn't want to touch it in the sense of like, other than give my opinions on songs, I didn't want to touch it with my production, because I felt like, what if that is the reason that they didn't sell albums? I don't want to hinder that. You know what I'm saying? So we gave him another album, and next thing I know, I hear Joe talking about who got that money, who got what money. Like,
he did say, I saw a clip that he put up, an interview with him and Crooked, that he felt like that maybe, perhaps, like he alluded that you and Paul got majority of the money.
But the album,
I did hear that, and like that's the thing, guys. Like I said, arguments and just disagreements over money, man. Like, that's the thing, man. Eminem, yeah, he's been the greatest selling rapper, one of the greatest selling rappers of all time. But like, you can tell, you know, he doesn't do this for the money. If he did this for the money, he wouldn't be rapping anymore. Like, people that are still in the game, like Jay-Z, you know, those people really enjoy the industry, enjoy hip-hop, enjoy the culture. And so that's something that a lot of people are missing now. Like, Eminem, like, coming at Eminem, you know, saying, oh, you know, he kept the money and this, like that. Like, it's very difficult to prove that, just because Eminem is not known for chasing the money, man. Like yes, he makes money, but not just because he makes money doesn't mean he chases the money. Like, his music is just very, very good, very well written. The productions are generally great, you know, so it just, you know, people just buy records, and that's how he makes money, man.
I hate to say this because I think the guys are super fucking talented, but the album didn't do much to even recoup the first budget. Then we spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on the second album that never came out. What money didn't you get? I don't know if I made a fucking dime off Slaughterhouse. I don't care if I made nothing. I believed in them.
Exactly. See.
So I wanted them to. Man. I wanted them to be huge, man. I really did. I wanted a group that lyrical to fucking just bust through everything. You know what I'm saying? And it definitely hurt my feelings a lot when the album didn't do good, the first album. It was just like, fuck, man. Like, when we got CeeLo on the hook of the My Life song, I was like, yo, this might be out of here.
What was the meaning behind the line when you said the last hit, I'm paraphrasing, the last hit you got was with your ex-chick?
That was what that was.
What's that?
That was a tap.
Just a tap.
It was a tap, but he was also saying that his alleged domestic abuse things or whatever, which I'm not going to get into, but I feel like the reason I had to do that is because, like I said, there's a fine line between saying, you know what, this guy's really been cool to me. He's helped me out and tried to help out on many occasions. So I'm not gonna go in on Untouchable like that. I'm gonna say it ain't for me, I'm not crazy about it, whatever. But to be the worst song you've ever heard in your life?
Yeah, man, Joe was harsh,
listen to your own shit?
Joe was harsh, bro.
Do you not listen back? Because if that's the worst fucking song you've ever heard in your life, I don't know.
And see, man, like, damn, it really like hits, man, because like the way he's trying to say shit, because it's basically like he believed in a group, he believed in Joe, and then Joe just turns around and just like pounds your shit like that, just backstabs you like that. It's like, damn, dude, like you know how it's like he says, like, even like it's just a tap, bro. Like, even after Joe was so harsh to Eminem, like, he doesn't go all out. He literally just spits one line, dude, one line, and then Joe has to do an entire podcast, and like, you know, you can feel it, man. Like, it really hurt Eminem whenever, you know, he felt the backstab, and that's why he felt the need to come at everybody in Kamikaze and just criticism in general.
Yeah, it's interesting. So we'll never see that Glass House album, probably, as far as you know.
I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. I want to just make it clear, though, that aside from the Joe shit, I think that Slaughterhouse is one of the best rap groups ever to ever happen.
They're talented, man. That is true, man. They're very talented.
That being said, I wish their first album would have connected.
Yeah.
To more people than it did. I don't, to this day, I still don't. Me and Paul are like, what the fuck happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, but look, man, everybody's not gonna like everything you put out all the time. So
that was a dream team of MCs, though, and I think a lot to what you're saying in regards to why aren't people reacting to these wordsmiths is that's how we came up, you know. And honestly, what people may not realize is that's what really separated hip hop from R&B, rock and roll, and other genres was our ability to bend words to create patterns that made it unique to our genre specifically, which it seems like it's something that doesn't get any credibility. People don't put not everybody put a whole lot into that now. They don't give a lot of credence to that, you know, which is probably Slaughterhouse could have been a victim of that, that kind of ideology. You also, in this album, you went in on MGK. You guys had a discrepancy.
Here we go, baby. Here we go.
He mentioned it in his response song, Rap Devil. MGK. You know, that it's called Sway, and ask him why I can't get on Shade 4-5. That was in response, so I seen him on the street once, and I didn't know he couldn't come up to Shade at that time, 4-5. And I said, man, come on up, man. And then I had to see him again and say, hey, man, I don't know what the shit is.
Yeah.
But until that gets cleared up, there's no way I can have you on there.
Yeah.
What's the shit with that? What happened?
Well, the shit is, just for the record, the thing that was going on that he was saying about my daughter, I didn't even know about that until like literally like a year and a half later.
Okay.
I wasn't, it never hit my radar. And then one day, you know, you go down the fucking wormhole of YouTube and whatever, right? So I see Machine Gun Kelly talks about Eminem's daughter, whatever, right? So what the fuck? Click on it. Like, yo, why is he? Then he starts doing a press run, basically, about Haley. I'm like, what the fuck? Yo, my man better chill, right? So that's not why I dissed him. The reason I dissed him is actually a lot more petty than that.
Okay.
The reason that I dissed him is because he got on. First, he said, when he said, I'm
Real quick, also, Shade 45 is a radio station that was started by Eminem, and actually, I believe he owns it as well. But I mean, if you're gonna talk shit about, my family, I'm not gonna have you in my radio station. Even if we're both signed to Interscope, I could give two shits about you being my label mate. If you talk shit or come at me throwing shots at my family, like, you're not gonna be allowed in my radio station. So people have to understand that. Like, people, that's why that MGK punchline it didn't hit hard, because like, it's like, come on, bro. Like, anybody that has a brain understands that, like, he was 22, Haley was 16 when he said that. It's disrespectful, man. Especially him being the dad. It's just disrespectful, bro. Like, even if it's a joke, how MGK said, it's not a joke, man. It's just straight disrespect, like saying, oh, your daughter is, your daughter's hot. It's like, bro, she's 16. Like, chill the fuck out. You know what I mean?
I'm the greatest rapper alive since my favorite rapper banned me from Shade 45 or whatever he said, right? Like, I'm trying to hinder his career. So I don't give a fuck about your career. You think I actually fucking think about you? You know how many fucking rappers that are better than you? You're not even in the fucking conversation. I don't care if you fucking blow or if you don't blow. It doesn't matter to me. But then when you get on Tech Nine's album and you start sending shots, and people start hitting me up, yo, Machine Gun dissed you, he just dissed you, he dissed you. I'm like, I listen to it, I'm like, did he really diss me though? I keep listening to it, yo, this rap, you not gods. And then somebody sends me a screenshot of his Twitter. And it says, had some shit to get off my chest. You just rap, you not God. Some shit like that. Yeah. And I was like.
A reference to the Rap God song?
Yeah. So I'm like, on the song he said, y'all just rap, you not gods. And on Twitter, he said, you just rap, you not God. Had some shit to get off my chest. And I'm seeing, and by the way, this was on the heels of the freestyle he had just did about Shade 45s. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Now I'm in this fucking weird thing because I'm like, I gotta answer this motherfucker. And every time I do that, it makes that person as irrelevant as people say I am in hip hop. Yeah. I make them bigger by getting into this thing where I'm like, I want to destroy him.
But if I do that, I'm gonna make him popular. Bigger. Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because now
that's
you're
true,
a
baby.
fucking enemy. So.
See, and that's the thing. Like, that's the reason. That's one of the reasons. See, like, this hypes me up so much, man, because obviously I wasn't alive when Tupac versus Biggie was prominent. I was not alive, so like, how big that would have been, like, for the culture. It was very, very sad that it had to end in tragedy and violence. Just kind of like what Eminem said, like whenever he mentions in The Ringer that Eminem, the Secret Service came for Eminem, and he's like, he sent the Secret Service, and he asked me if I'm actually willing to hurt him or if I'm a terrorist. And he's like, yeah, but just lyrically. It's like, like, that's how, like, nowadays, that's what hip hop needs, man. Hip hop needs, people to not use violence, but just use words, use wordplay, just use poetry, which I like to describe rap as just poetry, lyrical poetry, man, to go at somebody and just be the better MC, man. And so, like, this makes me proud, not only because, like, you guys know I'm an Eminem fan, but because, like, this is good for the culture, man. This is good for the culture. Like, I know, like, the biggest, like, diss that we've seen in recent times have been, there's been a couple, but, like, the only one that I know to be relevant was, like, the Drake versus, I don't even know who it was, Drake with somebody else, bro. But, what's his name? I don't know the names of people. Meek Mill, I think. Right, Meek Mill. And so it wasn't as big, because all I heard was Dre couldn't come at him. Dre was producing crappy disses, whatever. YouTube comments, of course, people just making fun of Drake for not coming back at him like as hard as people thought he would. And but that's what hip hop needs, man. We need somebody to just spice up the game, man, and just really, really give audiences what they want, which is just punchlines, like lyrics, bending words, wordplay, bro, poetry, man. This is what the culture needs, man. And so that's why I'm hyped. That's why I'm hyped, man, for the culture.
I'll leave it at that. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do at this point right now because I'm still kind of waiting to see what.
You haven't heard his Rap Devil response?
No, I heard it.
What do you think of it?
it's not bad for him. He has some good lines in it.
Did y'all really call Interscope to try to shelve his?
Fuck no. I had never made a fucking call, made a call to Diddy, really?
Exactly.
I got Diddy's number, just hit him up. Yo, Diddy, what up? Never happened. It didn't feel like a diss to me. It just felt like pitiful.
Yep, same, man.
Like, fuck. Now I'm feeling bad for something I didn't even have to do with. So that's how that happened. So he made a reply to my reply. So regardless of what the fuck he wants to say, oh, it was from 6 years ago. Motherfucker, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Wait. I'm telling you the reason I dissed you now.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna wait for a second just to see, because if people start firing off and I try to answer every fucking body that I dissed on Kamikaze or had words about, I'm gonna be going the next 5 fucking years making diss song after diss song. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
like,
You gonna get hit though.
Oh shit, part 3.
All over this project.
Trey's input was all over it. There's a couple songs that he kind of deaded them just because he didn't have a good reaction to them, and he also felt like one of them was going a little far.
A song.
Hey, man.
What does that mean? Like, how far did it go?
It definitely went too far.
Damn, boy. This is for the culture, man. I don't want anybody out here getting, you know, disrespected, you know, MGK, you know, like Eminem said, man, it was good for him, you know, but hey, man, this is for the culture, man. You know, I do these videos because I when Revival came out, I wasn't into YouTube and as much as I am now, and I didn't want to say anything, man, because everybody was attacking them left and right. But, you know, this time I don't want to stay quiet, man, and I'm coming at you guys with my response, my reaction, my commentary. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed the video, man, give it a like, subscribe. I'm going to be doing more reaction videos, man. I'm going to try to keep up with the culture, with Eminem, with, you know, MGK's responses, with other responses, whatever. If you guys like these videos, let me know, man. And as always, guys, if you guys want to discuss something, just leave a comment, man. Instead of disliking the video, let's talk. I reply to my comments. I like my comments. I dislike my comments. I love my comments. Just let's have a discussion, an open-minded discussion, and let's talk, man. Thank y'all so much. Soldier out.